Hello, I'm finally filming my Eurovision videos. It is mid-August now. Can't believe it's mid-August already. Anyway, so I have made vlogs as well where I kind of talk about it. I don't know when they'll go up in comparison to this video going up, but I will link it either here or here. So if it is up before this one, you can find them there. Now, my notes for the first semi-final are over 3 different pages. The first set of notes is when I got in from work and just happened to catch the results live on TV. Second set of notes is at 8:30 in the morning when I was watching some of it before work. And then the third set of notes is at 3 o'clock in the afternoon when I had more time to finish watching it. So I'm just going to read out what I've got written. It's been a while, it's been quite a while, so we'll see what I remember. But here goes. So my very first note is I'm nervous even though I didn't watch it. That's about the results. I was nervous regardless. Also, my voice sounds really dead because it's like 8 in the morning and I've just woken up. Next note, yes, Belgium is through. I'm always happy when Belgium goes through. I always root for them. Then I don't know if I'm happy about the Czech Republic because obviously. And then the next note, or about Azerbaijan. Now, this is before Poland was announced. I wrote, oh, I really hope Australia doesn't go through. I am so anti-Australia, it's terrible. But especially in Eurovision, like they just don't belong there. I sound awful, I know that. And I'd probably feel very, very different about it if I had a different relationship with Australia. But from my standpoint, I don't think it should be in Eurovision. I don't think it should be going through to the finals. That's just who I am. I have nothing against whoever's representing Australia. And obviously I'd happily represent Australia, because I'd happily represent any country if I could be in Eurovision. But anyway, then Poland was announced. Then I wrote, I hope San Marino goes through. I always root for San Marino, even though it never does well. I'm happy about Finland. Next, I've just written, okay, sure, Estonia. And then I wrote an expect list, just from obviously not having seen anything, just from the countries and how they usually do. And in that expect list, I wrote 4. I've got Israel, Sweden, Ireland, and Cyprus. Those were the last 4 I think I was guessing. Then I wrote, oh, boo, Australia. And then it's just not going to be San Marino. Of course, it's Sweden. I'm shocked. I like that I wrote, I'm shocked, when I know that that was like dripping in sarcasm. Wow, okay, Romania, sure. Again, just not something I was expecting. And then when the last country came up, I just wrote, no. Why Serbia? Nothing against Serbia. Maybe it was a good song, but I just wasn't happy because there were other countries I would have liked more. Okay, now we're on to watching it. So Finland, the balloon is creepy. The song is actually alright. He just didn't need to take his shirt off. Israel. Of course there are mirrors. Okay. This is interesting. The dances are good and he's got an impressive voice, but I just don't like that falsetto-y style. I love the way he sang I Love You at the end to the audience. I'm kind of surprised they didn't go through. This is a running theme with me. I don't really love songs that are sung in a falsetto style. That's just me. There are exceptions, of course. There are some beautiful songs, but on the whole, I just don't like that part of the voice. Anyway, on we go. Serbia. This is so weird. How did this beat Israel? I just don't understand this. I get what the message is, but I just don't get how or why it's presented like this. I don't remember Serbia at all, but it sounds like it was an experience. Azerbaijan. The high note was impressive, but nothing else about the performance wowed me. Sure. Georgia. Oh, I like this already. This is so weird and wacky. I don't really like the song, but I love the costumes and the lighting and just the general aesthetic. Again, I can't remember it, but it sounds like it was Eurovision-y, which is good and a shame that they then didn't go through. Or at least I think they didn't. And the last one on this page of notes, Malta, I actually quite like this and I'm shocked it didn't go through. And then underneath I also wrote, P.S. I'm kind of shocked Cyprus didn't go through. I think I must have had a realization at that point. Anyway, on to the third set of notes. San Marino. Having seen this so far, I actually don't think I would have wanted them to go through so desperately. Because obviously I was really rooting for them, because I always really root for them. But apparently I wasn't a big fan of the song. And then I wrote, this is mental, utter madness, but I think the crowd liked it. Well, obviously if they went through. Oh no, they didn't. Then there was a delay, and I just wrote, I thoroughly enjoyed that whole bit. So whatever they did to fill the time in the delay made me happy. Australia. Literally in the opening line, I figured it makes sense that this went through. Of course they went through. It's such a normal song. It's actually a good song, but just totally not Eurovision-y enough for me. And I don't like Australia anyway. So at least I was honest in my notes. Cyprus. This is giving me Apricot Stone vibes. I'm enjoying this. I love Apricot Stone. It's one of my favorite Eurovision numbers of all time. So if it was giving me that kind of vibe, that's good. Although it didn't go through, so that's not good. Ireland. I kind of like this. I genuinely think it's a shame they didn't go through. Like, it's not great, but it's all right, and I like her. North Macedonia, I like the lighting. If that's all I had to say about it, then I probably wasn't a big fan of the number. Estonia, this is all right. I love the vintage look. Then there was a break and I wrote, I love the Sound of Beauty segment. It's so beautiful, no pun intended. Was that when it went back in time? There was something that I really, really liked about what they did with the breaks. Or maybe it was like Italy through the history. I don't know, it was good. Romania, ooh, I love this. Kind of surprised to read that. Should maybe go watch it again. Poland, I like the visual effects. Montenegro, she sings it well and it's not a bad song. Her costume is really interesting. I think that's me not being sure how I feel about it. Belgium, I'm rooting for them to be good even though I already know they went through. Oh, I love the opening chords. I kind of like it, but again, I don't really like that falsetto-y style. Fair enough, we're being honest. Sweden, it's just not that amazing. I think the problem is Sweden always does well and always goes through, and it just didn't wow me, and it wasn't anything special. Czech Republic, ooh, I like this-ish. I like the lyrics. She looks like the girl from You. I remember thinking that. Interval act. Didn't really like most of it, but adored Grande Amore, even though I thought it was 3 of them. Yeah, that was really weird. I love Grande Amore, it was beautiful, but I remember there being 3 in the group. Anyway, I really like the girl from Spain. I hope she does well tomorrow. Don't know why I wrote tomorrow. Unless I'm on the wrong date. I don't think I am. Oh, I might actually be on the wrong day. That might have been the second semi-final. Whoops. Oh, yep, I've just found the first semi-final. Well, you'll see this video after the first semi-final, and you might just be confused at the start of it. And I will film my first semi-final later. I hope you enjoyed that. That was a plot twist at the end there. But of course, as always, let me know your Eurovision thoughts down below. I'm always happy to hear and talk about it all, even though it's been months. By the time this goes up, we'll probably be closer to the next Eurovision. But that's okay, a good way to pass the time. Okay, bye!